Do I need two motions or can I do them both at once?
I'd appreciate the separation.
Okay. Separation. We have invoice, the first 29 numbers. 2021-0668-12 in the amount of $840.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Were you opposed? No. Good. And then I have invoice, same numbers, 2021-0668-15 in the amount of $300.
Make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Fryer. That. Slab moisture review.
We're just waiting on a proposal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's where a holding pattern. And I remember last time I pulled the previous, was it Lorero? Yeah, Lorero's proposal out of the public building, out of the town council meeting agenda until we get this all sorted out. So
Okay.
that's in the wings too if it's needed.
Yeah.
So that's where that stands.
Nothing for us to do. Okay.
Right.
Board of Ed McGee Science classroom updates.
We jointly, with a little help from another friend, issued a memo
Yeah, I got
to Jeff, and it essentially says, Holy Building Commission has reviewed all the stuff that was sent in. We want to make the science labs more flexible and more modern. And also the memo also touches on some of the deficiencies and the things that were noted by the instructors, basically that there's outdated equipment, inadequate space, the lab station placement is really inflexible, and utility connections need to be updated. And then you also took a look at the budget estimate and basically said that it's, actually it is called a budget estimate, Tom, so I changed the wording. You had cursory. I looked at the,
It's still cursory.
yeah, I know, but that's, so
that word in
I
there.
actually said, I used the title that they sent in, and I think that it reads as it's kind of a preliminary high level thing, so.
Because the budget, in my opinion, based upon my conversation with the guy at the state, will go from the number that they submitted on that budget, and it will increase by approximately 2/3. And
Okay.
I'm gonna bet, whoever wants to bet me, and I never bet unless I'm gonna win. So,
Right. So it was pointed out that it didn't include specific design features or HVAC and architectural and MEP stuff. So anyway, the bottom line was recommendations back to the BOE were to consult with an external design firm who specializes in educational facilities, science facilities, develop, provide the PBC more detailed architectural and MEP design concepts based on the curriculum.
which is the whole key.
I
to
know,
this. They
the
have
whole-
the curriculum drives what
Yeah.
they design these labs.
And even in their stuff that in the information they submitted, there's a term called next generation science standards, which is what they're flying for. So
Which is
Tom,
different for 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders, and high schoolers. It's
Right.
4 different standards.
Right.
I learned a lot just by getting information that didn't come through from the Board of Ed. So
right,
I'm throwing it back to the Board of Ed to say, you got to research this.
right,
Because if you give the statement of need to us, we're going to design it the way we want to. And maybe none of us have kids in the school. So, you got to tell us what you want.
and then I took then we took
Well,
Tom's research with Dr. Michaels from the State Education Department and relayed his recommendations on who to consult with.
Right. And then Rocco sent a,
And I sent
Follow up,
that to Jeff after he sent it over to the actual KB, and KB Castle Booze was already in there,
Right,
but he
they
had
were,
a specific contact, which was very helpful. So bottom line is, the memo asked for a more comprehensive statement of need. Right.
and the good news is there's a lot of information available to do what you want to do. You just have to go find it.
Yeah.
So the Board of Ed now can go out and find it.
And I got a thank you from Jeff Kugno. So receipt's been acknowledged and thanked and appreciated. So
All right.
we'll see where it goes.
Well,
And I also-
that'll take a while, and
Yeah.
it should, because it's
Yeah.
going to be more money, and that's judging by what happened with the last budget go round. Bucks are tight
So that's where it stands, and thank you for your help on the memo.
Okay,
So,
well, thank Jackie, he wrote it.
yeah, there was a little help from ChatGPT on this. So it was actually very cool what I did, because I took all the information the PBC gave us, right? Threw it, loaded it up. In some cases, I had to make it actually so he could, my buddy can actually read it, because it said, I can't extract the text, and then said, do a memo, and it basically came out with, and it reviewed everything I mean, I knew most of the stuff anyway, and so have you guys if you looked at it, but it actually did a pretty damn good job.
And then you said, make it sterner.
No, it was actually too nice.
It came back, it was, Michael told him what I said.
Yeah, it
I
was,
called up.
it was,
Mike, you're a good
yeah,
author.
she
Did
goes,
you write?
did you write this, or did you have help from like, AI or something? Like, I gotta admit.
I heard it's very good.
Well, it just
Yeah.
had those phrases that
Yeah.
I have a friend who used it
Yeah.
in his business, and you can, after a while, if you read that stuff, you go, this is flowery. If you were my father, who was
Yeah.
very precise as an attorney, he would have taken out about half the words.
Right,
And it would have accomplished the same thing. It just wouldn't have sounded the same.
yeah.
So,
But part of the reason I did it was because the facility assessments, they were very lengthy, and just the parts that dealt with the science labs was just a couple little, I didn't want to miss anything.
yeah.
So I loaded that up and just said focus on the science lab. So it was more like a quality control check, but then it kind of,
It's a good way to set up an outline if you want to write a memo.
Yeah.
But you really do have to edit the memo.
oh,
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
It's,
Wordy.
you need,
Thank you.
Those Rangers just scored again.
Oh, so,
you
So
used to be
anyway.
my friend, listen. Next time you call me to get a signature, who's my number?
Tom, you never have to worry about losing.
Never. Okay,
so that's that.
so anyhow,
That's it for that.
okay. Any new business? Any old business? Senior Center update, is there one?
June 4th, Brian Humes is going to give an update to the town council, and I think the space needs assessment he did was approved by both the Commission on Aging and the Parks and Rec
All right.
Commission, I believe, right? Is that-
So stay tuned, we may get something later.
Yeah.
Some later date.
Under old business too, I'd just like to bring up the high school money that's been hanging out there for.
Oh, it's on there, it's on
Yeah,
there.
it's on there
now.
too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's on there.
Oh,
agenda.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. You asked for it to be on
Yeah,
there.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep beating.
Lisa was pointing at it, oh, come on, get that on there, hurry up, that's the meeting. But you're right,
I have nothing to report.
we're waiting.
I think we need to get it in the hands of our rep and really have the reps push it. You know,
But what we don't know is how the rest of the state is handling this.
I don't really care.
No, I know, you're right, I don't either. We
We've
can't
been
say
hanging
that
out there
publicly,
for, what is it, 5 years now?
but it's, yeah.
Somebody's
couple years.
collecting interest.
Oh, it's millions.
Yeah.
It's just shy of, it's 1 million, you wanna know what it is? $1,944,000, give or take $700.
What interest?
5%.
So,
Do they give you interest on the money?
That's what I'm saying. 5 years of interest-free money, you know?
They're using that
I was
money
like, yeah, you could be making money on this deal, you know?
really funny tonight, Mike.
A bridge that.
Thank you.
I don't know who we could push for that though.
Well, I think I'm
But
gonna
maybe
check with Kevin.
the,
I made a note to check with Kevin to see if he's,
Zena?
no, but
I think
he'll know on the
I
technical
think
end.
it's our reps have to go
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
push with the